Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, we're getting creepy in the Haunted Forest. Let's get to it. The Festival of the Lost includes one of my favorite modes that they've come out with is the Haunted Forest. It is a more infinite version of the Infinite Forest, even though it is just broken up into rounds. In order to access the Haunted Forest, you will need to at least go through it one time and talk to Amanda Holliday a few times. Once you do that, then you'll have access to it. It starts at power level 200 and each round gets more difficult. So as long as you are 200 with a mask, you can go ahead and do it. If you're 600 without the mask, you're going to be 520-ish with the mask. So it's not going to be too difficult, at least in the beginning. You have 15 minutes to clear out as many branches of the Haunted Forest as possible. And the Haunted Forest is really just the Infinite Forest from the Curse of Osiris set in the dark. So you have your ghost to provide light, but if you're not familiar with the setup and layout of the different sections in the Infinite Forest, you're going to want to stay grounded for most of the time. Speaking of grounded, the first round has no modifier, but each additional round has a modifier attached to it. So once you finish off the boss on the first round, the second round you have glass, which means you have half the health, but regen kicks in twice as fast. Third round, then you have attrition. Your health doesn't regenerate very quickly. Occasionally when you kill a guy, the enemy can spawn a well of light and you pick up the well of light and then you get health regeneration for a few seconds after you pick it up. The fourth round is grounded. Take more damage when you're in the air, so you want to stay on the ground as much as possible. And the fifth round is blackout. Blackout, you have no radar, so you can't tell where the enemies are unless you visually see them on the screen. And melees from enemies do a lot more damage. So each round gets more difficult. Each round the power level increases and you will see enemies take more damage from you. So upgrading your mask is imperative in order to get to the higher levels of play in the Haunted Forest. Now there are two versions of the Haunted Forest. There's a regular version and firewalled version. If you want to go into the Haunted Forest by yourself or with a friend, then you can go into the firewalled and then there will be no matchmaking. The regular, there's matchmaking, so if you have a team of 3, it doesn't matter which version you do. If there's only 1 or 2 people and you want to play it by yourself, you want to do the firewalled. If you're playing by yourself but you want 3 people on your fire team, do the non-firewalled version, so that you have that matchmaking and you can be matched up with other people. Matching up with other people should give you the best chance of getting the furthest. Having a pre-made team where you know and you have good communication between the different players, that is the best solution, but it's not always available to everyone. So go through as far as you can, as quickly as you can, burn down the boss quickly, and then rinse and repeat. And why do you want to do this? Because you have to get to the end of each branch to fight the nightmare. You have to kill nightmares in order to upgrade your mask. And you also have to kill nightmares to get fragmented souls, which is the currency to buy other masks and the horror story. So in order to get the horror story, you have to play the Haunted Forest over and over and over again. Now, theoretically, if you are maxed out on level 600, and then you put the mask on, so you're around 520, and you upgrade the mask to its maximum level, then you should be able to get to the furthest branch in the Haunted Forest, whatever that happens to be, in gameplay and playing different weapons and different modifiers are going to affect that to some degree. And there are plenty of tricks and treats with the Haunted Forest. The treats are kind of the fragmented souls that you get and the upgrades for your mask. The tricks, I kind of think, are the nightmares that they put in certain sections of the Haunted Forest that are that can't be damaged, and of course the little trick that they give you at the end after you're done with your 15 minutes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Guardian down. Guardian down.